Hey everybody, it's Mr. C. I'm sorry I'm missing block 3. I got to take a half day. Anyway, here are the directions and the things that you guys should be going over. All right. First of all, last day of the semester, my statement I make all the time is unless you do something to change your grade that's below 75 or missing, the grade you are seeing on School Tools today is the grade you're going to end up with on your report card. The only difference is you won't see the comments that are on the report card. So end of semester. Over on the board over there are a handful of you that did not get to do the Mariposa's predictions and opinions assignment. You just didn't finish it. That is going to be on this report card coming up for semester 4. So you should have a little bit of time at the end of class today to finish that up and get that in. Okay, if you're using your time wisely. All right. First task, and this will be all written on the board for you. We're on lesson 8, and we are reading chapter 9. I wish that the assignments lined up, chapters and lessons, but I guess they don't. Chapter 9. So we read 12 minutes and 30 seconds of it, roughly. I'll write this on the board as well. The first thing you're going to do with headphones by yourself is you're going to listen and follow along with the remainder of chapter 9. It's about 13 or 14 minutes. Okay. After you finish with chapter 9, there are a handful of solo questions that I'm going to ask you to do. Okay. This is one of those split solos where half of it is one chapter and half is the other. Please only do 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. 8, 9, 10, and 11 are on chapter 10, which we haven't done and won't do in part until Monday. Okay. So that is the first task that I have for you. All right. Should take 20 or 30 minutes to completely complete, and that's going to be on your own. All right. Second, and we started this the day before break or one of the days before break. It's the Hero's Journey slideshow, and it's the very top post on Google Classroom. Okay, so I moved this up, and then I moved the opinions and questions one down. Okay. This is what I call like a living document. So as we continue with the book, we're going to add to this. All right. So right now, actually, let me pull up the block 3 one that I have. Where is that? Here it is. We worked on it on April 19th, which I think was the day before break. All right. And we filled this out together. Right now we have Odelia. She's the leader. She's most mature. This is what you all should have already. Okay. Ordinary world. This is their reality before they find the dead body. We know the butterflies are everywhere and it's out of place. Okay. Call to adventure. No changes there. So slides 2, 3, and 4, you're not going to really make any changes to. What we have for 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, you guys are going to add a little information to. Okay. So first of all, the mentor, it's La Llorona. We know that already. Mentor is a helper, helpers, or a teacher. What I'd like you to add to that who is our mentor section is what does she help with specifically? So at this point in the book, we're like 150 pages in. She's helped Odelia with several things. And so if you could add those details in, that would be super helpful. Okay. So for example, we're at the part of the book now where they're trapped with that woman, Cecilia. Okay. Think about how she's helping there. All right. Crossing the threshold, again, I don't think that you guys are going to need to touch that. Helpers is brand new. Okay. I want you to think about who has helped the girls so far. Okay. Um, quick hint, it's not La Llorona. She's really only helping and being a mentor to Odelia. So think about the other characters. Okay. Um, who are the helpers and what specifically are they helping with? Okay. They ran into a few. All right. Technically, even Cecilia, even though she turned out to be a bad, like a bad guy in the book, was a helper at one point. So maybe you want to add that in here. All right. Enemies and tests is another one. So think in the entire scope of the book. Who are the enemies that they've met and what are the tests that they've had so far? Okay. So think about crossing the border. Think about the entire experience with the Pedrito family at the quinceanera. Think about their experience with Cecilia. What and how have they been tested so far in the book? All right. So this is your second task. Okay. Um, lot of details on the helpers, a lot of details on enemies and tests. Okay. Our goal here is to come up with a document that has as much information as possible. Um, and it's really just like a full summary of the information in the book. Okay. Um, this will be the first thing that we go over on Monday when we get back to class after the weekend. All right. Um, so just to revise, you guys have to finish the chapter and do the solo independently. After that is this slideshow. You should have most of it completed already. Um, little addition to 5, what does she help with specifically? And then 8, who are the helpers? Like, think about the characters that have helped the girls. And then enemies and tests, what are their challenges? Little hint with slide number 9, this connects directly to the question here: 3 problems the Garza sisters are currently facing. Another way to think about a problem is, well, it's a test of the character. So was getting across the border a test? Or I don't know, anytime the characters have been challenged in any way can end up on slide 9. All right. Um, if you have other work that is missing or below 75 that you have to do, today's a fantastic time to do that. All right. So thank you. Have a good weekend.